Ladies and gentlemen, once a year, UWA Elite is lucky enough to come back home. This year, we find our homecoming in the jam-packed North Brunswick Township High School gym, joined by former UWA Elite champion and one half of the longest reigning tag team champions of all time, Brandon Kirk of the Robes. I'm Colin West, and this is the semifinals of the Tag Team Combat Cup. And here come the Power Gunz, Eric Corvus.
I don't know about you, Kirk. I don't know about you, Colin, but I am a Power Gunz lover. I don't know. What?
Brandon, I know you faced off against the Power Gunz last month. Have we figured out what's going on here yet? I'm still very confused. I love it, but I'm super confused.
Colin West, you know for a fact I'm not someone that puts people over, especially not in public.
No.
But I'll tell you this. Chris Powers and Tommy Gunz, they complement each other well. I think the two of them bring out the best in each other, and if any team was going to take us out of this tournament, it was going to be these two. I'm a Power Gunz fan too, Eric Corvus.
Cannonball walked over to the commentary table at the last show and said that Thomas Coburn Cannonball came over to the commentary table and called the Machine Gun Thomas Coburn one of the most inspirational human beings that he has ever seen in his entire life.
Oh, he is, absolutely. I 100% agree.
Yeah, and now, if anybody was going to take the Power Gunz out of this tournament, it may well be this young upstart team of Ocean's 11, which is not copyrighted, so we are not in any trouble. Mikey Pacifica, Vinny Pacifico, two men who I believe just started teaming because their names sounded similar, but they've actually found some real chemistry as of late, and especially here in the Tag Team Combat Cup.
Except when Mikey Pacifica elbows his own partner, but we're not going to talk about that.
Listen, I spoke with Pacifica after that took place, and he said to me that, listen, Vinny Pacifico is still relatively new to the business, correct? Sometimes you need a fire lit under your butt. Sometimes you need to wake your partner up. He wanted to light a fire under him, and I could see that happening. Sometimes you just need to get elbowed in the face to get knocked back into reality for a little bit, huh?
Well, as Mikey Pacifica is going to start this one out with Machine Gunz Thomas Coburn. Machine Gun Thomas Coburn. I'm not used to it yet, but I have to go with it because the man is a certified blockbuster Asian cinematic action star, coming off the set of Maximum Danger, where he was granted that role through a connection with the Hollywood stuntman Chris Powers, and the Power Gunz were born overseas. Unlike most things that are born overseas that most people try to neglect or not talk about when they get back here.
Whoa! That was really impressive!
Oh, the commentary?
No, Thomas Coburn is really showing us some technical skill right now. It's the Machine Gun Thomas Coburn.
I thought it was
But what happened to Tommy Gunz?
He's going. Cobra Machine.
It seems like Pacifica and Gunz are having very similar ideas with what they're going for in the beginning of this match.
Oh! It's like they're looking in a mirror, except in that mirror, Tommy Gunz is balding. Now, Vinny Pacifico and Chris Powers coming in the ring. What? You got a full head of hair. You don't care. And there we go, Vinny Pacifico, who I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say is in the early running for Rookie of the Year this year. I've been very, very impressed with Vinny Pacifico here in UWA thus far. Going in there against Chris Powers, a man who once was Rookie of the Year in his own right.
And Vinny Pacifico, in his rookie year here in the UWA Elite, finds himself in the semifinals of the prestigious Combat Cup tournament. That says a lot to be in your rookie year of a company and already be in the semifinals of a tournament.
What did you do in your rookie year?
Eric Horse, not to toot my own horn here, but toot. You can't say that me and Jeff DeRose were not the hands-on favorite to win this tournament. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely not wrong. And what I was trying to put you over, what you did in your full-fledged rookie year is start the longest tag team championship reign in the history of this company. You're welcome, Brandon Kirk.
At least you know it, Columnist. That's all it is.
However, but what everything
Chris Powers! When he lands on his feet.
What everything boils down to, though, Kirk, you were in a match with the Power Guns. You were in the match with Fit to be Tied. They're in the semifinals.
Technically,
we never lost.
Oh no, are we going to see... where is Coburn going? Oh, wait! Shades of Jeff Cannonball!
Stole Jeff's move.
He did! And Jeff is not here to claim copyright.
To be fair, at the last show, Coburn and Cannonball did that together. There was a passing of the dive torch.
Was it? Don't torches go out in the water?
Oceans, get it? Get it?
It was a long way to go for a short jump.
Listen, Kirk might be tall, but that doesn't mean things don't still go over his head.
Oh! Speaking of going over your head, Vinny Pacifico just got dropped on his masters of the Segway. Power Guns functioning like a well-oiled machine.
Well, listen, when you're working together every single day on the set of a blockbuster movie, Coburn having a starring role in the movie, Christopher Powers being the stunt coordinator, they became very familiar with one another.
It's very true. Being pushed drop kick there as Vinny Pacifico takes momentum back for Ocean's 11.
Eric Corvus, what movie would that be?
Maximum Danger.
Say it with me now.
Maximum Danger.
Maximum Danger.
It is not yet available in the U.S. as it is still in post-production, but I am sure as soon as it is released, we'll get ourselves a copy of it.
Actually, I saw a screener. It is available in Bulgaria exclusively on Laserdisc.
But it's in post-production. It can't be available anywhere yet.
It's available on 37 Laserdisc box set in Bulgaria with subtitles.
Colin, I don't know where you get your information, but you should fire that individual.
Ha! Impossible. I can't fire myself.
Christopher Powers just unloading on Mikey Pacifica.
Great back and forth contest. All jokes and puns and talking about Power Guns aside, this is a fantastic way to start one of the biggest supercards of the year in UWA Elite. As these two teams not only are starting to gel with one another, but seem to have done a superior amount of scouting on their opponents.
Well, when you're in the semifinals of a tournament, you better come to the game prepared. And that is exactly what both of these teams are doing, although wrestling the Power Guns, maybe not as difficult as robbing a Las Vegas casino? No? Ocean's 11 references? No? All right. Cool.
I only watch Asian cinema. Now that I know Coburn a little better, I only watch Asian movies. So if you want to talk to me about Rush Hour,
that is not an Asian movie.
It's got an Asian in it. It's an Asian movie.
Listen, I'm not worried about anything other than Mikey Pacifica going up to the top rope right now.
Taking the Pacific plunge, if you will.
Oh!
What was he trying to do? He was trying to double axe handle the invisible moonsault.
Whoa, hold on, whoa.
He's trying to...
Is Coburn trying to will him down?
Yes, he is. He's using the power of persuasion. He's read The Secret.
Oh, go fall. Is he going to fall?
But is he going to...
There he goes. Christopher Powers, Mikey Pacifica, down and out. They need to make their way to their corners and get out of there.
Fans here at North Brunswick Township High School, some of them familiar with UWA Elite, some of them as of yet unfamiliar, but these four are putting on a show and showing them what UWA Elite and the Tag Team Combat Cup are all about. A reminder, winner of this tournament automatically receives the #1 contendership to the UWA Elite Tag Team Championships. Oh, Powers! Powers comes in with just a shot right on the dome. Now, oh, a big cutter coming from Cobrin. Pacifica in. Wrenches the arm. Oh, modified STO, beautiful. Michael Pacifica's the only man left standing.
Oh, boy.
I say that slowly because I don't think I've ever said it before.
Mikey Pacifica might have that frog splash he's been utilizing lately in mind. Kirk, what are you thinking of this action right now?
Oh, the stuntman!
Anything? I got nothing. No?
The stuntman coming in.
So Mikey Pacifica never hits this frog splash. Whoa, look at that. What did I say?
All knees, all the time. There are no frogs in the Pacific Ocean. Maybe Mikey Pacifica should change his strategy.
Uh-oh. Power Gunz in complete control right now.
What is this? Oh, pistol whip. Held there. Powers.
Oh! Swanton to the back after the pistol whip. 1, 2,
Power Gunz.
I said it already. Power Gunz are my odds-on favorite. They're winning this tournament.
Wow. What a win for the Power Gunz over Ocean's 11. And you know what this means? The Power Gunz have assured themselves a shot in the Tag Team Combat Cup Finals. They're now a 50-50 chance to be #1 contenders. Who would have thought this? The Power Gunz are moving on in this tournament, Eric Corbin.
But you can't take anything away from Ocean's 11, who put on one hell of a fight. Brandon Kirk, thank you so much for joining us on commentary. We'll see you later on tonight for the other Combat Cup match. Brandon Kirk, former tag team champion, nice enough to join us on commentary for the Combat Cup matches tonight. But Colin, Power Gunz are moving on to the finals in their rush for the tag team gold. See what I did there?
Oh my God. Our rush is to July 9th when we re-invade the Holy Trinity Church in South River, New Jersey as UWA Elite presents Gold Rush.
It's been said that he who has the gold makes the rules. Well, on Saturday, July 9th, one UWA Elite All-Star may rule them all as UWA Elite presents Gold Rush, featuring the UWA Elite debut of former WWE superstar Adam Rose, plus the Gold Rush main event, where the UWA Elite Championship, iChampionship, and Tag Team Championships are all on the line. Discount tickets and family 4-packs are available right now on UWAElite.com.
Our next match is scheduled for Rainfall.
Ladies and gentlemen, two men on a mission. One coming off the greatest defeat of his storied career, and one angry and looking for respect. First and foremost, here's the diligent one, Corey Dillinger. Eric Corvus, who's the last man in this company that you can remember that had the audacity to get in the face of President Dave Swan and demand better competition?
Colin, with your question, I will respond with a question. Did it work?
You tell me. I hear the trumpets. And after perhaps the most devastating setback of his career, a night and a shot at building redemption for the King.
Now, King Tech, like you said, coming off of one of the most difficult losses of his career, trying to get back on track. You can't There's no way that man can be 100%.
Oh no.
Even though we are a few weeks removed from living on the edge, 3 That's Gotta drivers. No man can walk out of that match with Arcadia the same. Was it smart of King Tech to accept this match with Corey Dillinger considering his health?
No, but it was courageous. And that is what King Tech will do all the time, every time.
He will not always do the smartest thing. He will not always do the right thing, but he will always do the most valorous thing, the most courageous, brave decision is always the one that this king makes, and that is why, despite recent setbacks, I still view him as the leader of this army, don't you?
I do, and I have the utmost respect for King Tech. However, there is a fine line between courage and stupidity. If he wants to continue to wrestle, if he wants to just live a healthy life free of agonizing pain, this is not the first step you take after a match like that.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I respect King Tech, I honor King Tech, but I have to ask out loud, King, you couldn't have picked somebody a little smaller?
I don't think this was necessarily King Tech's choice. I think that...
And we're gonna find out really quick, sorry to cut you off, what the back of that neck feels like. A couple of drops on the back of the neck like that. We're gonna find out how close to 100% or 0% King Tech really is right now.
As I was saying, I don't necessarily think that King Tech requested Corey Dillinger. I think that Corey Dillinger asked for an opportunity. After his loss to Arcadia, King Tech is kind of in limbo. Dave Swan was like, hey, you want an opportunity? Dillinger, here's the leader of our army. That's a huge opportunity for him.
Oh, but look at the dogged bravery of King Tech. Oh! Well, I'll tell you what, Arcadia may have dropped King Tech on his head, but that apparently is not where King Tech's heart is.
Well, those pile drivers didn't drop King Tech on his heart. They dropped him on his head, and this is exactly the situation that I knew Tech would find himself in, getting manhandled by Corey Dillinger. Ooh!
And at what point in this matchup does a normal man, we know King Tech is no normal man, but neither is Corey Dillinger. At what point does a normal man in Tech's position say, you know what, discretion is the better part of valor, and maybe live to fight another day?
Never. Not King Tech. That's not the man that he is. Like I said, yes, he is courageous, but sometimes he walks the line between courageous and stupid. I don't know if he makes the best decisions, but he makes those decisions for the right reasons every time, because he wants to fight for the army, for our fans, for the people. That is what he does, and that is what he will always do. And sometimes making those decisions, it finds you reeling in pain.
But he's calling him on! King Tech just calls Corey Dillinger on. And let's flip this coin to the tail side of things. If you're Corey Dillinger, you get in the face of Dave Swan, the president of this company, at Living on the Edge, and said, give me a real match or else? What happens if Corey Dillinger is unsuccessful this evening?
Well, look at the ring right now, Colin. Does that look like that's the direction that we're headed?
Absolutely not.
If Dillinger was going to demand an opportunity, he's going to make the most of it, and that is exactly what he's doing right now, picking apart the king of the UWA Elite Army. Ooh!
Just like that, King Tech in Gettysburg's corner, if you will, that trademark feathered cap. But Dillinger, oh my goodness, the raw brute strength. Oh no.
No.
I don't like where this is going at all.
Neck
Not
break.
on the neck!
Oh no. We know what happened to King Tech. He took 3. That's got a drivers from Arcadia. We know that his neck cannot be 100% right now. And you know what? So does Dillinger.
And this is the aspect of Corey Dillinger's game that has vastly improved from his rookie season here in UWA Elite. The mental game. Last year, Dillinger would have been content to just throw him to the side, to discard him with a power move, but he set him down on his feet, kicked him in the gut, and dropped him with a vicious neck breaker, which he knew in the long term would do far more residual damage.
Lest we forget, Corey Dillinger took our UWA Elite champion Hedges to the limit.
Doing the same here to one of the veterans, one of the pillars of our company. I thought he was. I thought for a minute that maybe King Tech was submitted there, but
I think he was just trying to create a little bit of space there. The forearm of Corey Dillinger is right on the trachea of King Tech. You grab at it
to the top of the forearm.
It's instinct.
Certainly is, and so is this. This is instinct. Dillinger said, "Come back here," and Tech obliged. Wheelbarrow position, big bulldog. But has the damage been done? And Corey Dillinger is already. Oh my goodness! Insiguri. But Dillinger is still getting to his feet first. Now a pump drop kick. Dillinger, but he lands on his feet. And the question now becomes, King Tech has made a habit of vanquishing all foes of shapes and sizes. Does he have enough to put a man the size of Dillinger on his back for a count of 3?
Dillinger asked King Tech, "Is that all you got?" And no, it's not. King Tech will come at you until the very end.
Oh no! Oh, geez, King Tech, you better fight. You better fight for your life. Don't. Oh my God, not to the. Oh, I thought he was throwing him to the outside.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet, Colin.
No, my goodness.
Gorilla
Oh
Press.
my goodness. Oh. Everybody say a prayer for the. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, big forearm from the King as everyone here breathes a sigh of relief as Corey Dillinger rears up, but not in time. Tech off the ropes for a 3rd time, but it's met with a huge knee from the diligent one. I thought he was going into maybe the 4th, 5th row here in North Brunswick.
Tech trying to switch levels, going from the face, trying to go to the midsection. Dillinger able to catch him with that knee. What does he have in mind here? A superflex to the outside?
Oh,
No.
goodness. Tech hanging on for dear life, manages to drop to the apron. That may be the smartest thing that King Tech's done all match. Go after that shin. Take out the legs of the big man.
Oh, we've seen this from King Tech before. He has had many an opponent in this exact position, but can he get up quick enough to capitalize?
Oh no, maybe looking for that acai moonsault. And if he hits it, it's a game changer. But Tech instead. Oh, big knee to the face.
Here it is,
now.
here it is!
Oh, and he hits it. But did he get it cleanly? I don't know if he got it cleanly. But he got enough to get the big man off his feet.
That's all he needed. Sometimes when you're that small of stature, as you find yourself as King Tech, you have to utilize every ounce of your body weight as a weapon. And that is exactly what King Tech just did to the diligent one, Corey Dillinger.
But you notice Dillinger's in the ring again first. And maybe King Tech going up for the cannonball, but Dillinger already to his feet. Say what you will. The stature difference, the size difference, you gotta be impressed with Dillinger. Ask him to step up and come into play.
Hey, listen, if you're gonna demand an opportunity from the president of this company, you better show up to deliver, and that is exactly what Corey Dillinger is doing right now.
Ooh, and this is a bad place. Oh, headbutt from the King. Oh my goodness. What are we gonna see here? There's no way. There's no way he powered. Look at Dillinger just looking around. Oh.
I see the intention, King Tech, but Dillinger is just too
Oh,
big
no.
and too bad.
Overhead belly to belly from the Diligent One, and that may do it.
Barely, not even fully kicking out, just rolling his shoulder off the mat. Dillinger almost launching King Tech from corner to corner with that belly-to-belly suplex.
Now Dillinger starting to get a little frustrated, and this is where Dillinger has run into problems in the past. He's a big, bad, diligent man, but when he runs into a resilient competitor like King Tech, he can't hide his frustration that well. He can't mask it. He's used to being done with fights after 2 minutes.
You can't, here's the thing, anger and emotion are wonderful. You can feed off of them. However, when you allow it to control you, that is where you will run into a mistake. And Corey Dillinger has found himself in that position in the past. He cannot allow himself to get so angry that he forgets the goal. And it seems his goal right now is to end the king of the UWA Elite Army.
Well, this might be the goal, but is it part of a plan?
Oh, he might be going for that T-bone power slam that he's known for.
But a man like Corey Dillinger doesn't live in the high rent district like this. He doesn't live on the top rope, the second rope. King Tech does. He's made a career of it, and now Corey Dillinger has paid the price for trying to live in King Tech's world. If you're a man Dillinger's size, force Tech to live in your neck of the woods. North Brunswick, welcome to Cannonball City.
Oh, he bounced! Colin! He bounced!
Yes, it is! And this is what I love. Look how happy the kids are here. Look how happy the parents are for their kids here. King Tech is back in the win column against a very, very game opponent in Corey Dillinger.
That is exactly what King Tech needed to get back on track here in the UWA Elite. King Tech finally putting a W in the column, Colin. He needed this. You get hit with that cannonball. You get hit with that cannonball off the top rope. That'll knock every ounce of wind out of your lungs. And you know what you can't do if you can't breathe? Kick out. King Tech walking away with a much deserved and much needed victory.
This is huge to get King Tech back in the win column, and I'll tell you what, there's just something that warms my heart about hearing his music play at the end of a match.
And you want to talk about coming back from losses. Kyle the Beast, Joey Adams, and Sean Damage McNelis all faced up for the #1 contendership to the UWA Elite Champion Hedges. Sean Damage McNelis gets his shot tonight. But the two losers of that match, Kyle the Beast and Joey Adams, are far from being losers as they compete tonight for the UWA Elite iChampionship.
Let's go back to the finish of that contest from Living on the Edge. Send the both up. Oh! Adams ducks out. Damage gets the spear.
But he's on the apron and he rolled it out. That's not a good position. Kyle needs to get back to the ring if he wants to go for a cover.
He's not even moving. Wait a minute, what's Adams have? Adams has the iChampionship.
There's no disqualification.
Referee.
This is a triple threat match. There are no disqualifications.
Referee cannot do anything about this. And Adams showing, you know what? He might want it. Anybody could have gone to that belt. He did. Wait a minute. Roll up. Damage. Up and through. Kyle nice flat. PFP. Kyle's down. Damage. It's Damage. Ladies and gentlemen, the first of two massive championship matches this evening. It's a big fight feel in North Brunswick, and that is a big fight beast. And I said this last night, well, not last night now, but a couple of weeks ago when I was on the UWA Elite podcast. How often, Eric Corbus, do you say the following sentence? Kyle the Beast, the challenger.
Not very often. Joey Adams, however, has been on the roll of a lifetime. But you can have all the momentum in the world. Your wheel can be rolling down that mountain as fast as it can, and that's until it collides into a wall. And that wall tonight for Joey Adams is Kyle the Beast. Is he gonna run through the wall? Is he gonna go over the wall? Or is the wall gonna stop him?
The match, the challenge of this man's reign. Joey Adams has been saying privately and publicly to anyone who will listen that he is the true champion in UWA Elite, that he's the man to watch. And I'll tell you what, every man's championship reign, no matter what the title is, has a signature match. This may well be Joey Adams' signature title defense here for the vaunted iChampionship against perhaps the baddest man that has ever walked into a UWA Elite ring, the Beast, and Joey Adams for the iChampionship. I'll say it again, Eric. Big fight feel.
I don't say things like this very often, Colin, but this has Match of the Year candidate written all over it.
In Sharpie, in pen, you're not erasing it. Adams, Beast. Beast, Adams. And it's all for iChampionship gold.
For the individuals here in North Brunswick that may not be familiar with what UWA Elite brings to the table, this match will define what UWA Elite is all about.
Adams defiantly pie faces the Beast, says, come on. And the Beast says, okay, you come on.
And Adams, he didn't really look scared. He got right in the face of Kyle. And right now, on the outside, regrouping a little bit. If your game plan going into this match is match strength with the Beast, you are doing it wrong.
Absolutely correct, Eric Corbus. And no, I don't think Joey Adams is scared or intimidated. Joey Adams has said numerous times to anyone who will listen that he believes in his heart that he's the best wrestler this company has.
Yeah, well, he's not going to retire. He's not going to win this match if he's on the outside of the ring.
Eric, that seems genuine. That seems like a very genuine handshake. He's doing it with his right hand. Oh my God, a right handshake for this thing?
I don't know who's more to blame there.
Kyle.
There's no reason that Kyle should have walked right into that one.
I have no idea. But here's the thing about Kyle. I don't know what's going through that Beast's mind half the time, but usually it is very, very dangerous and very, very effective. And Adams once again bails to the outside. Now, Joey Adams has seen some scary things in his life. You see this incarnation of Joey Adams as he taunts the Beast with his own stick, which I can't think is a wise idea, getting under the Beast's skin.
You don't want to poke the Beast with a stick,
No.
if you will. You don't want to poke the Beast with anything, really. But Joey Adams cannot win this match on the outside.
No, well, champion's advantage, though. And at some point, Beast does have to get Adams back in the ring or risk winning, but not winning the championship by a count out or disqualification. We don't want to see that here.
Colin, can I ask you an honest question?
You've done it before.
Is there any professional wrestler, period, that has the blend of high-flying agility and just brute strength that Kyle the Beast does?
Cesaro, and that's about as far as my list goes.
I would say Cesaro and maybe
Owens?
Apollo Crews.
Kevin Owens, maybe. But
Those are some really awesome people to be compared to.
they just so happen to be
On,
employed.
on our level,
Yes.
there's nobody that even holds a candle to Kyle the Beast with a blend of agility and strength.
And so I'm going to flip that on its head. It doesn't look good for the champion right now, but let's give the devil his due. And in most cases recently in UWA Elite, the devil is Joey Adams. What does it do for Joey Adams, not only iChampionship reign, but for his reputation and career if he defeats the Beast here tonight?
Well, not only taking Kyle the Beast's reputation in professional wrestling into consideration, Kyle the Beast is a former UWA Elite champion, a future UWA Elite Hall of Famer. If he can put him out, just what it does for him in this company is amazing what it would do for his career.
And look at Joey Adams now using a little bit of elusiveness. And this is where if Joey Adams has any advantage, oh, a big double stomp to the back. It is the fact that there are very few people in this company that have the same absence of malice, the same heartlessness, willing to go wherever it is necessary as Kyle the Beast. But Joey Adams has that. And I would venture to say, no disrespect to the Beast, Joey Adams is the best technical wrestler we got going right now in this company.
Well, I mean, can you blame Joey Adams for having the mindset that he does? Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse for him, he would just lose another match, and he would fall deeper and deeper into that pit. That would turn even the most genuine human being dark.
Certainly so, and you've seen kind of an inverse, perverted version of Kyle the Beast transformation. The face paint, the dark demeanor, the dark attire, except Kyle never turned inward and spited the fans the way Joey, oh my God! Sorry, there was a sentence coming out of my mouth, but then Kyle the Beast did something that human beings don't do.
Deadlift Northern Light suplex
into a bridge.
Making Joey Adams look like he weighs 100 pounds.
Oh, but there's Joey Adams again, going low. Oh! And a knee strike right to the temple, and Kyle the Beast is on his back as Joey Adams taunts the crowd.
Colin, on his back again.
Fair.
You can make an argument that Joey Adams has been in control for a large majority of this match. And if you were a gambling person, that really isn't what you would put your odds on going into this match.
No, but that's why I'm a gambling addict. I make stupid bets all the time.
But once again, Joey Adams is a champion. He is an iChampion for a reason. And he is proving it right here in North Brunswick tonight.
Oh, and see, just as Kyle would be starting to fire back, Adams again. Oh, and look at the disrespect, the spite. And this is what I'm saying is impressing me right now about Joey Adams. Joey Adams could have gotten in this ring, heard the bell ring, and ran out of the building and retained his championship by a countout. But he is taking it to arguably the most dangerous man in UWA Elite history right now.
Joey Adams has a chip on his shoulder. He has since day one. And I honestly feel that this personality, this face of Joey Adams that we're seeing is as close to the real human as we're going to get. He has something to prove. Kyle is arguably the best that UWA Elite has to offer. If Joey Adams can put down the Beast, what does that mean for him?
My God.
Oh!
Well, If Joey Adams had a tailbone, we know he doesn't have much of a backbone, but if he had a tailbone, that baby is shattered.
The strength just shown by he climbed up the ropes with a full-grown human man on his back.
And he doesn't look like he's any worse for wear than he was 30 seconds ago, but it is imperative that the Beast wins the battle to his feet here. It is imperative that the Beast is in control. Adams, though, strikes first.
Ooh.
Beast responds. Adams. Beast. And this, baby, has been everything we have wanted, Eric Corvus. 50-50 slugfest between the champ and the Beast. Oh, Kyle. Oh, Kyle. My goodness.
I don't know if Kyle the Beast is the man you want to trade punches with. I don't know if that was the best idea. Joey Adams able to slide out of the way.
Preston, you went. Oh my God!
Reverse hip toss.
Oh my God!
1, 2. Ooh. Digging down into the depths of the Wynett family with that reverse hip toss there. Homage to his older brother, Dave Logan.
One of the few homages to Dave Logan you will ever see in your life that don't involve a lawsuit.
Oh.
But Joey Adams up and over. And here's been one step ahead. Kyle!
Not there.
Big lariat. This is classic Kyle, but Joey ducks. Oh. Oh no, what's Joey going for here? Modified Famouser! And it connects!
He needs to make that cover.
Sure
1,
does.
2. Oh, why didn't you hook the leg, Joey?
You hook the leg, you win this match, Joe.
A man like Kyle the Beast, you do not lackadaisically cover him. Joey, you need to capitalize. You need to capitalize on the Beast if you have any hope of walking out with that iChampionship.
Mistake, we're not sitting here cheerleading for Joey Adams, but I, for one, am impressed. Oh no. Well, it looked like Adams was going for an abdominal stretch. I'm not sure why. Kyle tried to reverse it into that fireman's carry pickup. Drop toe hold from Adams. Cloverleaf.
Oh,
Can he get his legs up?
No.
Massive tree trunk legs of the Beast. Beast reverses back up to his feet. Adams, super kick.
Almost super kicked the paint off Kyle's face.
But he didn't super kick Kyle off his feet. Uh-oh. Caught. Kyle. Hook. Oh. Good. And that is the beginning of the end. And as game as Joey Adams has been tonight, you have to start smelling another iChampionship reign for the Beast, who's perched. But Adams smart to roll out of harm's way.
Looks like a flashback to the beginning of this match where Joey Adams kept rolling out of the ring, getting away from the Beast. It seems just as Joey Adams loses control, he needs to leave and regroup. He's taking a breather. Where are we at with Austin right now?
We're
5. We are at 5.
Right, okay.
He has till 10, Colin.
But, well, wait a minute. He said leave and regroup. I don't think he's regrouping. You're kidding me. No. Stop. Oh. Well, that is pathetic.
The winner of the match as a result of the countdown, Kyle the Beast. However, the title does not change hands on a countdown. So although Kyle Ryan is the winner, the UWA Elite iChampion is still Joey Adams.
You know what? After a match that I agree was a match of the year candidate, to have it end like that is just pathetic.
Hold on, wait a second.
Adams.
Once Kyle's back was turned, Joey Adams took advantage.
And shades of last month, he's gonna plow into Kyle with that belt again. Kyle ducks. Kick. Jack. Oh! Wow, it sounded like a gunshot went off. What impact.
Joey Adams trying to get the upper hand on the Beast, trying to sneak in from behind, but not today. Kyle the Beast may have won this match via countout. However, as you heard from Rich Reed, still the UWA Elite iChampion, which is really all that matters to him, Joey Adams. I honestly think, Colin, if he would have stuck it out, he had a real good chance of walking away with that victory. And I know you personally, the emotion that you've had invested in Joey Adams over the years, this has to disappoint you. We may not agree with who he's become or his attitude, but I expected a little bit more from you, Joey.
This is a low point. This is a low point because Adams on this night was close to good enough, maybe even good enough, but we'll never know now, will we?
I mean, and speaking of low points, to use that to transition a little bit, one of the individuals on the UWA Elite roster still finding themselves in the lowest point of their life, Lukas Finnegan. We've seen what took place between him and Kentucky Bred over these past few months, and he's really trying to come back from it, but so far it's been to no avail. Hopefully tonight will be his opportunity. Let's take a look back at everything that got us up to this moment as Lukas Finnegan teams with Cronin Lycurgus against Kentucky Bred.
Finnegan has the pump handle and the... Oh no! No! Why are they here? Why are they here? No!
That was it! Lukas Finnegan hit him with that kneeling pump kick, and Kentucky Bred getting themselves involved again!
It's 5-on-1 now! My God! How much more can Lukas Finnegan endure? It's 5-on-1! Oh!
Double RDT!
Oh God! Not this way!
1, 2, 3!
Oh. Did you ever think that you would see the BROtein pack and Kentucky Bred on the same page, Eric Corvus?
I don't think that they are on the same page at all. I think that Kentucky Bred cannot just let things be. They have made it their mission to make Lukas Finnegan's life a living hell.
Our next tag team match is scheduled for one fall.
Welcome back to Homecoming, UWA Elite Super Show from North Brunswick Township High School. And from North Brunswick, we going on down to Moonshine Creek. It's the Hatfields and the McCoys and that feud that will not die. Is this the month, Eric Corvus? Is this the show and the time that Lukas Finnegan gets his redemption?
I would like to say yes. I would like to say Lukas Finnegan will receive his redemption today. But I felt that way before, Colin. It seems that Lukas is aligning himself with whomever he can find to be his partner to take on Kentucky Bred, and just hasn't been able to get the job done. He tried to walk away, he tried to move on, concentrate on TJ Blade. That didn't work out either. Kentucky Bred still got involved. It's like that itch you can't scratch.
Here's the interesting thing. In his quest for, say, new friends, it seems like Lukas Finnegan has gone straight to the underworld to find a familiar face and one of the breakout stars of last year's Brawl for It All. The man known as Cronin Lycurgus. Will this newfound partnership finally be the combination that unlocks the lock for Lukas Finnegan?
Is this The missing piece of the puzzle. Is this what Lukas Finnegan needs? Cronin by his side to take out Kentucky Bred.
Hard to say. I will say Cronin does look good. He does look like there's been no ring rust even in this time off. But if you remember, Cronin, if you wonder what his qualifications are to fight Kentucky Bred, eliminated then all 4 members of Kentucky Bred in the span of 60 seconds in last year's Brawl for It All Battle Royal. So if anybody knows how to eliminate a boy from Moonshine Creek, it's Cronin Lycurgus.
That's a good point, Colin. My memory is so screwed up from years of wrestling, I didn't even remember that. This makes all the sense in the world that Lukas Finnegan would look for Cronin to have his back. Cronin Lycurgus single-handedly eliminated every member of Kentucky Bred in the Brawl for It All.
Lukas Finnegan having a little bit of fun with referee Ryan T here. And now, Georgie Boy's got Lukas Finnegan's hat and just kicks it right back to the referee.
Who caught it and then put it on. That almost looked like it was on purpose, but knowing our referee, it wasn't.
I'm telling you right now, I've never seen Ryan T do anything that coordinated in his life. Maybe he should be a wrestler.
Speaking of non-coordinated, Clay Sawyer and Georgie Boy, I don't know if you happen to walk by them in the locker room, but they just reeked of alcohol.
That's 6 ring bells.
6 bell rings.
5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2
And
turtle
2 members
doves.
of Kentucky Bred?
Yes, and a Lycurgus in a free from the underworld. Anyway, let's start the match.
Woo! I'm glad you gave them permission to get started. God knows they were all waiting for you.
A freshly shorn Georgie Boy. I'll tell you what, 2 straight shows. Cousin Vinny, I do have it on, he is suffering from tennis elbow from shaving Georgie Boy and has not been able to be here as part of UWA Elite for 2 consecutive shows.
And I found out why Georgie Boy had to shave all of it. Cousin Vinny got so many Dorito crumbs stuck in Georgie Boy's hair and beard that it wouldn't even wash out anymore. They had to shave out the whole thing.
Really?
Cousin Vinny loves his Doritos.
I will say this, Georgie Boy is probably better off shaving the hair and the beard. He was starting to get considered for a couple of no-fly lists.
I don't know if an Irish redhead is somebody you have to be scared of being off. Maybe the smell of Kentucky Bred.
You've never met any gingers, have you? They're frightening people.
Georgie Boy off the ropes. Big drop kick from Cronin, who turns his attention now to Clay Sawyer. Oh, look at that! Head spike Rana from Cronin and shades of Brawl for It All 2015. Cronin has cleared the ring of Kentucky Bred.
Georgie Boy on the outside rolling around like a turtle on his shell.
Is it deep enough? And Lukas Finnegan having some fun with the fans here in North Brunswick. Little do they know he's not wearing anything under the coat.
Lukas Finnegan trying to get that wave going. Oh! And Clay Sawyer just ruining all the fun.
Over there, Cronin with a full-on out of nowhere.
And now this match is just breaking down into bedlam and mayhem.
Well, you know, it's not really a family reunion here at Homecoming until a guy in a dress is crawling around on the floor.
Don't put down Lukas Finnegan's skirt style. Yeah, it's coming out with a shirt coming soon to the UWA Elite shop.
Shout out to Puppet. If a man crawling around on the floor in a green and black skirt and no top isn't something that you're into, I don't know that wrestling is for you.
And right now, it seems like Cronin might be second-guessing his decision to become a professional wrestler as Kentucky Bred is picking his bones.
Well, I mean, Kentucky Bred does everything possible in the world to be as dangerous as they can. For example, Georgie Boy's red bandana, I can only assume that he's picked up gang affiliations in the last 2 years.
I think that Georgie Boy just becomes friends with people when he's at the bar drinking. I don't even think he realizes that's on his shorts right now.
I mean, I don't want to come in human contact with it. It's probably got a bunch of snot and other stuff on it. Disgusting. Meanwhile, Clay Sawyer doing what Clay Sawyer does best, beat people up and pin them. Clay Sawyer, and we've said this for maybe about a year and a half now, quietly, one of the more dangerous competitors we've ever had here in UWA Elite. You cannot argue with a track record of success. Is the captain and the cornerstone of the very dangerous faction known as Kentucky Bred, who were undefeated as a trios unit for 10 months and the first ever trios champions in this company. Of course, that was when Luke Finnegan was known as Luke Finn and was a part of the family, and that seems like years ago, doesn't it?
It really does. It really does. And right now, I have to think that maybe Cronin is regretting his decision of teaming with Lukas Finnegan.
I don't know. No regrets. Oh, my God. Run through neck breaker, and Cronin probably wishes he was back in the underworld right about now. He's being taken to task by his cousins from Moonshine Creek.
Well, I'm sure that the Kentucky Bred have not forgotten about Crawford like I have.
Sawyer. Oh, out the left knee of Lucas Finnegan. And this is the side of Kentucky Bred that's not all fun and moonshine. There's a sadistic, vicious side, like that big back elbow from Georgie Boy.
Now, what I am very surprised about so far is that they've put the bullseye on the back of Cronin and not Lukas Finnegan. It seems as if Kentucky Bred has really wanted to make Finnegan's life a living hell. So I thought that they would be looking forward to getting their hands on him in this match, but they've been concentrating on Cronin for the most part.
Making Cronin's life a living hell is kind of terrible strategy because Cronin's taking him home. Cronin is from the underworld, so why would you even bother? I have never heard so many fans cheer for someone from underneath the earth that hangs out with movies.
Listen, man, you don't know, it might be nice down there.
Well, he's getting a nice tan, apparently. I mean, the underworld, very, very refreshing place to go in the winter, apparently. Not so great in the summer. Well, very humid.
Right now, the only place that Cronin needs to worry about getting to is his corner and that tag, and he finally makes it!
Oh, and some redemption, maybe. And you gotta know that in his bones, every clothesline, every scoop slam, and every skirt-style elbow has to feel so good every time it connects. Just a little bit more redemption for Lukas Finnegan.
But just as he was going for that a minute ago, Georgie Boy popped him, breaking it out.
The man from the Celtic Islands coming through with a big European uppercut and an STO. And Georgie Boy again just breaking up the pin.
And that seems to be the story of Lukas Finnegan and Kentucky Bred. Every time it seems like he's finally got that bit of redemption.
Oh, nice press!
Kentucky Bred is a thorn in his side and ruins it.
Well, I've seen that before. Not from a guy in a skirt. Now I gotta give. Oh, and a stunner!
Just going straight to the book of 316.
I didn't know Lukas Finnegan could read. Or do that.
Maybe he learned after he left Kentucky Bred.
Not so much.
I know that he has been taking classes. If you notice, his southern accent is almost completely gone.
That's very
He's
true.
been taking linguistic classes.
Ducks the line. Kick. Now looking for a big vertical suplex. Oh, and you know what? I think I understand what's going on here. What does a guy who doesn't know who he is do? He picks up bits and pieces from other people. the Steve Austin Stunner, the Three Amigos from Eddie Guerrero.
Wait, he's still going though. It's not Three Amigos. No!
Wait a minute.
It's Clay's turn, it seems.
I wouldn't think that Clay Sawyer would adopt anything called the Three Amigos. I don't think those people get along with those people.
Listen, what do you mean those people?
What do you mean those people?
Uh-oh. Is Lukas Finnegan taking back over?
Yeah, he is.
We are at 7 suplexes, Colin. Look at Lukas Finnegan's back.
No, thank you.
Oh! I think Clay's turning. Clay's taking it back again. Oh!
This is ridiculous.
This is a lot of suplexes, Colin.
It is a lot of suplexes. If it wasn't trademarked, I would say it, but I feel like North Brunswick Township is being transformed into a certain municipality full of suplexes.
I am blown up watching the suplexes.
I was blown up walking to the table. Oh! Wait a minute!
What would happen?
I'm just happy that I was wrong. Lukas is wearing something under the kilt.
I'm just glad that those suplexes are over. A human body can only land on the mat so many times consecutively before it just quits.
And I think we just found out that that number for those men was 11, maybe 12. Look at, I am so impressed with the resiliency of Cronin, who's already, after absorbing a good 5-6 minutes of punishment from two men, two savages from Moonshine Creek, is ready to go.
I don't know, a lot of time passed with those suplexes for him to get his win back.
I did black out for a moment. Oh, big kicks right to the sternum. Meanwhile, Clay Sawyer right back, and Lukas Finnegan is out on the floor.
And I don't think Cronin realizes it yet.
And this is the difference between being a new, exciting collaboration tag team and former trios champions who know and live with each other and are family, but he's not the legal man. Referee Ryan T. better than anyone in the business at knowing who's legal, who should be in there, who shouldn't. And meanwhile, Clay Sawyer, oh boy, we've seen this before. Oh!
Kentucky drive-by.
Oh my goodness. And Lukas Finnegan's problems with Kentucky Bred may never be over. And my goodness, whether it's in two-man, trios format, one-on-one, how long are we going to have to wait to see Lukas Finnegan get his redemption, his pound of flesh back from his former family from Moonshine Creek?
I feel like it was almost cowardly, though, of Kentucky Bred taking out Cronin. Why not end your issues with your former cousin, Lukas Finnegan? I don't understand.
Cronin very much is a victim of circumstance.
And Lukas Finnegan is... Oh, no!
Oh,
come on! I don't...
What you've done in the... Wait a minute! Eric, that's Brandon Kirk! Brandon Kirk in the ropes has seen enough! And single-handedly, one half of the greatest tag team in the history of this company has cleared the ring of Kentucky Bred. Brandon Kirk is not scheduled to be here tonight.
He was only here to do special guest commentary on the Combat Cup matches. He just seen enough. You know what? I have to agree with him. I am sick and tired of Kentucky Bred taking advantage of Lukas Finnegan time and time again. It was about time Lukas Finnegan found himself an ally.
And what an ally in the styling one, Brandon Kirk. Man, you will see things you have never seen before. Alliances forged that you would never expect. Lukas Finnegan and the Rose. Apparently a unified front against Kentucky Bred, at least for one night here at Homecoming.
And you want to talk about surprises.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about surprises. on a special edition of All Access, we had Drake Chambers taking on the Wretched One. Bose, and walking away with a victory. Dragon Slayer off the top rope was enough for the 1, 2, 3. But I don't know if you remember, Bose shoulder up almost at 3 tonight at Homecoming. Bose Chambers 2. And that's coming up next.
Now, Chambers and the fans know what's coming. This is it. Home run or nothing. Drake Chambers, one shot. Dragon Slayer.
That's it.
That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3.
He did it. He kicked.
No one.
He won. He won.
I thought he kicked it.
Bose got his shoulder up right after the referee's hand made contact with the mat.
And we waited for a minute to ring the bell because we needed official verification, but
I can't believe it. Drake Chambers. Bose. I don't know if this is the last we've heard of this.
Next up is a special grudge match scheduled for one fall.
the Wretched versus the Dragon Slayer. So nice, we're gonna see it twice, Eric Corbus.
There's a very controversial ending on that special edition of All Access. Drake Chambers connecting with that Dragon Slayer, but Bose kicking out at the last possible second. And you know,
Oh my God. Look, all kidding aside, that man is wearing a mask of skin in a high school.
And
Who let him in here?
and an apron and boots covered in some kind of red substance. And even though Bose is one of the most dominant forces in the UWA Elite, he has not been able to find his footing this year.
Speaking of finding his footing, this man's career is all set to take off. A win tonight will put the Dragon Slayer back into the sky as Drake Chambers takes flight. Drake Chambers gets a hero's welcome against the villainous and wretched Bose. And this one has gotten personal in a hurry from two men who have very, very little history with one another. This thing, as they say in the biz, has gotten real quick. So is it redemption for Bose, or is it a streak of 2 victories as impressive as any 2 this year for Drake Chambers? The winner, I would argue, Eric Corbus, puts himself right in the main event conversation, and the loser, God knows where the loser ends up.
What's frightening me right now, and as a man who shared the ring with Bose on countless occasions all last year, look at the look in his eyes. Just going right in.
Oh! And look at those 4! This thing may not be over. This may be over before it starts.
I mean, you know that Bose had to have been chomping at the bit ever since the referee's hand
Oh, look at that!
counted that
By
3 count.
Chambers. Ducks the line. Big pump drop kick sends the Wretched to the outside. And that's why fans, we say, please keep your children away from ringside. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. Oh, Bose catches Chambers coming in. Look at the big red welt already on the back of Drake Chambers. Oh, look at that. That is wretched.
He is just dangling. Oh! You could feel it. You could feel the impact of those forearms.
And referee Austin Mitchell always seems to have the unenviable task of trying to control and contain the wretched that is Bose.
It's not, as commentators, as journalists, you want to be able to interview the wrestlers and talk to the wrestlers, see what they're thinking. Bose is not one of those individuals. But you know damn well that all he's been thinking about since the referee's hand counted 3 after that Dragon Slayer on All Access, that this is all that he's been thinking about. Not just defeating Drake Chambers, not just getting that victory back, but picking him apart, punishing him.
And on that note, Drake Chambers has more than one thing to be thinking about right now. Sure, a rematch with one of the most dangerous men in the history of this company, but also, in his debut at Living on the Edge, Chris Steeler chose Drake Chambers as his first target. So is Drake Chambers going to be looking over his shoulder
Or under the ring.
and Chambers slides under, but Bose, just mauling Chambers here.
My goodness. And I'll tell you what the downfall for me was in rewatching Bose Chambers Part 1 on All Access before Living on the Edge. Bose is wretched. Bose is maniacal. Sometimes Bose is like a big animal who likes to play with his food or his victim or his prey before he eats it. And I felt like for a while he was just playing with what he thought was the dead and gone carcass of Drake Chambers, and Chambers would not die. You see a much more deliberate, a much more focused Bose here at Homecoming. He's not playing around this time.
No, he's not gonna listen. He took it for granted. We can agree on that. But Drake Chambers, since he's returned after his little hiatus with this new attitude, this new look, it's gonna take a lot to keep him down. The guy had one of the biggest hearts in UWA Elite before, and to walk away with a victory, a clean victory over a man like Bose, could skyrocket you to the top of the ladder here in UWA Elite, let alone doing it 2 times in a row.
Absolutely. If you think the only loss Drake Chambers has suffered since his re-debut and his reset button, if you will. Oh God, what a huge backbreaker. It's just devastating. I know you felt it. Goes into the cover. But like I was saying, the only loss Chambers has suffered since his refresh. Anthony Gangone had both feet on the ropes. It was clearly an act of cheating. It was clearly a tainted win. And all Chambers has done besides that is rack up victories and momentum. Clean as a whistle. But we've seen Chambers not be a villainous person, not be an evil person,
More
angrier.
I feel
And there, when you look at that, every time Bose screams, it is like he is putting fuel back in Drake Chambers' tank.
I feel that Drake Chambers is just, it's not anger, it's passion.
Look at
it's
this fire,
focus.
this fire from Drake Chambers. When he is moving, he is straight poetry, Eric Corbett.
1, 2.
No one is more fluid than the Dragonborn, Drake Chambers, and he looks good.
Like I was saying before, Colin, it's focus, it's passion, it's not anger. He knows what his goals are, and he's trying to achieve it, and it seems as Bose is the one standing in his way. Oh no! Nope, go.
Chambers tried Karada, and now Bo's looking for a stretch muffler. I don't know if he's got it.
Oh, how many people have we seen tap out to this stretch muffler, Colin?
Can I answer that question for you? Pretty much all of them.
Every single one of them.
Oh, jeez.
He's trying to get the crowd behind him. You need that adrenaline, just knowing that the fans are behind you, and he's utilizing it right now as he's dragging himself to the rope.
But how much damage can Drake Chambers do without his dominant plant leg at 100%? Does it take the Dragon Slayer off the table? Does it take the standing shooting star off the table? Absolutely. No one ever accused Bose of not being sadistic, but more people should give him credit for being a thinking man's wrestler when it really comes down to strategy.
Listen, we know his medical background. This man was a doctor for over a decade. He knows the musculoskeletal system better than anyone else in our locker room. Just because he doesn't practice medicine anymore doesn't mean he doesn't still have that knowledge.
Look at him. Look at what he's doing. This guy is despicable.
He's having a good time. He's enjoying himself.
It looks like a guy who was just eyeing up the steak that was put on his table.
Yeah, well, he eyed it up for a little bit too long as he just met that steel post.
Drake Chambers now might be going all or nothing. If he hits it, it's over. If he doesn't,
oh, he got him!
But he just got him.
You can see the weakness in his leg. He didn't get the full height that Drake Chambers is used to, but he still connected enough to take those off of his feet.
That's very true. He also didn't have the time to plant properly. Bose was already beginning to move to his right. If Chambers had waited just another half a second, he would have missed Bose completely. So he struck while the iron was hot. He didn't get everything, but he got just enough to change the game here at Homecoming.
I feel like Drake Chambers might be one of the most emotionally torn individuals in the UWA right now. He came back after his hiatus, only met with a loss from Gangone.
A tainted one.
Gets back on his feet, defeats Bose, only to be attacked by Chris Steeler. All of this while he still has that iChampionship rematch looming. There is so much on his plate, so much going on in his head, and the fact that he's able to concentrate and take it to a man like Bose, with all of that going on, it is just a credit to him as a human being.
I couldn't agree with you more. And you gotta wonder, as you see that passion start to streak and color the face of Drake Chambers, going shot for shot, forearm for forearm with Bose until now. And now Chambers whipped off the ropes, up and going for a tornado DDT, and he hits it. Big moment for Drake Chambers. And I gotta ask you, Eric Corbus, why does Drake Chambers, much like you during your wrestling career, maybe you can shed some light on this, as Chambers finally crawls into a cover and Bose gets to the ropes. Why do so many people target Drake Chambers? Why do so many people put a bullseye on Drake Chambers' back? What is it about him?
I don't feel that he's a target by any means. I feel that Drake Chambers is the definition of what these fans look for in a superstar. So you want to be able to compete against somebody like that, because if you can take him out, that means the world for your career.
Oh, Bose is up. Chambers has not looked up. He doesn't know it. Oh, now he does.
He wasn't able to get up as quickly as he normally does. You could see the effects of that stretch muffler still taking effect on him.
Oh, boy. And here's Bose. Like we said back when...
Those liver shots, those liver punches. Ooh.
Oh, when Dillinger stepped up to meet Tech. Oh, and a headbutt. And Bose is down, and it almost took Austin Mitchell off his feet.
He needs to get his foot up there. He needs to get his footing and hit that Dragon Slayer.
Again, all or nothing. The Dragonborn takes flight.
And he gets him. He nails
That's it. It is...
Cover.
It's a certifiable fact. This is over.
Oh!
Oh my God.
He actually kicked out of it this time, Colin.
No one has ever done what we just saw done. Look at Drake Chambers. He's beside himself.
Well, like you said, nobody has ever kicked out of a Dragon Slayer before.
Is one of those things that was an absolute. It is 100% certainty that you kick out, that nobody kicks out. And yet Bose is on his feet.
Oh, and he hits the eulogy. He hits the eulogy. That is it.
Another 100%er. Bose has avenged his loss. 2 and 3.
What?
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen a face of shock like the one on Bose's face right now.
20 seconds ago when Bose kicked out of the Dragon Slayer.
Oh, no.
And now what? Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what Bose is doing, but this is not a no disqualification match.
No, it isn't.
Grudge match does not mean no DQ, and it certainly does not mean steel chairs. Oh my God.
And a kendo stick.
Why
Bose is fed up. Bose is sick and tired of this.
Why do you need both? And Austin Mitchell has at least absolved the ring of the kendo stick, but Bose still has that chair.
Here he goes.
Wait, Chambers. Ah! Oh my God, right to the face. Bose is already half up. Curb stomp
on the chair.
Curb stomp on the chair. Where is referee Austin Mitchell? He's back in. Is it enough?
1, 2, 3.
Yes, it is. What a finish and what a win. Drake Chambers does it again. Well, it wasn't squeaky clean, but I would argue it's more impressive than the first.
Bose let his frustration and anger get the better of him, leaving the ring, bringing in those weapons. It didn't even seem like he cared about winning anymore. He was angry, and he was looking to put Drake Chambers down.
But Bose, give credit where credit is due to the wretched. That's how much it takes to put away a monster like Bose. And Bose is already up. But tonight, once again, belongs to the Dragonborn as Drake Chambers continues his ascent up the rankings once again in UWA Elite. My God, what a win, Eric Corvus. And speaking of an ascent, we got one more team that needs to climb its way into the finals of the Tag Team Combat Cup.
We saw earlier today the Power Gunz qualify to be in the finals. Up next, our other semifinal match as Defiance takes on the Trios champions, the BROtein.
Maybe Mikey Pacific is a change of strategy.
Uh-oh, Power Gunz in complete control right now.
What is this? Oh, pistol whip, Hellgear, Powers. Oh!
A swanton to the back after the pistol whip. 1, 2,
Power Gunz.
I said it already. Power Gunz are my odds-on favorite. They're winning this tournament.
Wow! What a win for the Power Gunz over Ocean's 11. And you know what this means? The Power Gunz have assured themselves a shot in the Tag Team Combat Cup Finals. They're now a 50-50 chance to be #1 contender.
Next up is match number 2 of the second round of the Combat Cup tournament scheduled for one fall.
Hey, Eric Corvus, guess who's here?
I'm gonna guess. Well, I don't have to guess. I'm looking right at him. Brandon Kirk back with us on commentary for this other semifinal Combat Cup match. Welcome back. I thought you were only here for commentary tonight. It seemed like you got a little fed up with what was going on with Lukas Finnegan earlier. What was going on in your head?
I'm just tired of looking at the way that Kentucky Bred's been treating Luke Finnegan. I'm not.
Hey, Brandon, speaking of guys that you're sick of, I don't care that it's Mike Davis's birthday. I'm getting really tired of seeing the BROtein pack walk around as champions, and yet they have a chance here to defy the odds and make it to the finals of the Tag Team Combat Cup.
What's going on?
Well, this is what we can call an Admiral Akbar situation. Let me spell it out for you.
I don't watch Star Wars.
It's a trap.
Oh no! I didn't see that one coming, Colin.
And that's what she said. I couldn't leave it go. I'm sorry. Welcome to Homecoming.
How does one leave something go?
You never goad?
Well, it seems like the BROtein pack goaded Defiance there with that attack at the curtain. I could segue anything.
Well played, Eric. Well played. Future Hall of Famer can segue out of poop. Certainly can.
Well, speaking of poop, Kentucky Bred, and your thoughts. Earlier today we were just talking about it, but the BROtein pack interrupted us as they normally do. You were watching Lukas Finnegan get beat down by Kentucky Bred, as we've seen happen for countless months. What was it, the straw that broke the camel's back for you?
You know, I don't normally stick my neck out for people, besides Jeff Campbell. But I've seen what Kentucky Bred's been doing to Luke Finnegan for months now. And you know what? How about this? Next show, how about we have 6-man tag? Does that sound good? Me, Jeff Cannibal, and Luke Finnegan against Kentucky Bred? I think that sounds pretty good. How about you get Dave Swan to book that match?
I think that Lukas Finnegan might have finally found himself some reasonable allies here in his war against Kentucky Bred.
I think when Lukas Finnegan finds out that the Rogues have offered to be his tag team partners, he may pee a little under that skirt. That's about as good of an allies as you can get. Speaking of a well-oiled trios machine, like him or not, and I'm not sure what kind of oil they use, but I'm pretty sure that it's illegal and a little bit gross. The BROtein pack they never do it the right way, but they always win. And we are one match away from seeing either the current Trios champions or former Trios champions in Defiance making it to the finals of the Combat Cup and facing off with the Power Gunz. Now, you gotta tell me if I'm wrong here. If I'm Machine Gunz Thomas Colburn, I'm a little torn here as a part of Power Gunz. Although I would love to see the BROtein pack get to the finals so I can get my hands on these guys with a real tag partner like Chris Powers. I also don't want to see the BROtein pack succeed ever.
I feel, though, that if the BROtein pack are able to squeak out a victory and go to the finals to take on the Power Gunz, it would almost be poetic. It would almost be like a page written out of a storybook. The BROtein pack are what pushed Colburn to the brink of quitting this business. It was Christopher Powers that dug him out of that pit and gave him a new passion in the entertainment industry. That is not something that Colburn had before. He didn't have a partner. He didn't have a true passion like that. And to finally be able to get a chance to... You want to talk redemption. We use that word a lot here on commentary. But how poetic would it be after BROtein pack pushing him to the brink of quitting wrestling, meeting him in the finals, and being able to walk away with that victory?
Poetic as the butt whooping that Suave just put on TJ Blade. That was very funny. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that later. And here comes the birthday boy himself, Dynamite Davis. You know, I used to manage both of these guys, TJ Blade and Dynamite Davis, back when they had lower standards. And the one thing I will say is that people forget Dynamite Davis and TJ Blade are both former tag team champions. Dynamite Davis is one of only 2 men that's held the tag team championships for this company twice, and TJ Blade was one half of the first tag team champions in UWA Elite. So the BROtein pack, even without their full complement of members involved, still holds a significant advantage in terms of how this match plays out and in terms of strategy. Dynamite Davis also former Crossroads tournament winner.
Colin, why don't you list my accolades now? How are you going to talk about the tag team division without...
You're not wrestling.
Yes, I've already referenced.
Swan didn't book me on this show. That's not my fault.
Brandon, I've already listed your long list of 1 accolade. longest reigning tag team champions of all time. And I'm not making fun of you. That is as far as the tag team division goes. Oh, going for it there and just connecting with enough. But in terms of tag team champions, you are right. Brandon Kirk, the Rogues, currently are the gold standard of the division.
Who did we beat for those tag team championships?
Answer your own question. Magic and Circuit, right? Okay. I get them.
Oh, you were actually asking the question.
Yeah. I thought it had something to do with the
You were champions.
I was confused, and not two people who actually aren't here this evening. That's good trivias, though. You were champion for so long, you forgot who you won it from. Yes. I mean, to be fair, they did beat everybody else. So,
Shot them 45 times.
that's true, but they are now your tag team champions. And will be facing either the Power Gunz or one of these two men. And you talk about the experience in the tag team division of TJ Blade and Dynamite Davis. Is there a more fluid tag team offensively than Defiance in UWA Elite right now? I would argue no.
Listen, their sequences are always so smooth and suave. You like that one?
Maximo Suave. I would say they are maximally suave. Yes.
They are.
And here comes Chris Caton. Oh, big shot to the head of TJ Blade. What just happened? I don't know, but it was funny, and I'm going to watch it again later. Now, under the arm wrench. Oh my goodness. This is what I love about Defiance. Just a step quicker, and Mike Davis just hit TJ Blade with one of his patented lariats, and Chris Caton just called TJ Blade fatty. I don't know how the BROtein pack is going to feel about that later.
I think that's more of an insult than the whooping they're taking.
Oh, absolutely. Now Mike Davis, oh look at this from Suave. This is that offense we're talking about. How fluid and crisp. And Kurt, you're a guy that just loves, I don't know, but it worked, right?
Happy birthday, Mike Davis.
Yeah. You spun around 3 times and got your butt whooped. That's what just happened in layman's terms. Now, Brandon Kirk, you have to appreciate this tandem offense of Defiance. I know you and Cannonball just would rather take a shopping cart and a table and maybe some firecrackers and beat the daylights out of somebody. But this is pretty to watch, isn't it?
Right. I wouldn't be against working with Defiance.
Kicking out.
I would not be against working with Defiance. They're a great tag team. I'll give them that. I will give them that.
Who would win?
Shut up, Colin. What kind of question is that?
That's an open-ended
Listen,
question.
I don't need. We don't need to worry about who would win hypothetical matches. We need to worry about who's going to win this match.
Wait a minute. Mike Seaway involved on the outside while we were talking. Oh, and Suave just got back in. Seaway got laid out by a major big-time super kick by Suave, but it almost cost Defiance the victory. And that is the distraction of having Seaway at ringside that has helped the BROtein back. Oh, we've seen this before. Oh, makes him DDT his own partner. My goodness.
They're basically using the BROtein pack as puppets to wrestle each other in this
Austin
match.
Mitchell.
Oh no!
I wanted to do that for years.
Why does that guy get to do it? Why does that guy get to hit
Oh,
Austin
poor
Mitchell?
Austin. Go for that double arm DDT that he's been utilizing lately. This might be it.
No, it's not. Referee's down. I don't care.
Whoa! That double death valley.
But here comes Seaway. Seaway's. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did he just hit him with a weight? Did he just hit him
30-pound
with a weight?
in the face. That is disgusting. Oh my God. And Ryan T outside. Oh, come on.
Ah!
Like the decision or not, and most people don't, the BROtein pack does it again, and they do it exactly like they always do. Super dirty and super effective. And now, Our Tag Team Combat Cup finals are set. The BROtein pack, the Power Gunz, maybe finally Thomas Coburn gets that measure of revenge.
You know that him and Powers are in the back. They're watching on the monitor, and they are just chopping at the bit. Coburn has been waiting for this moment since the BROtein pack almost pushes to the edge of retirement.
I'm gonna say this. We have seen a brand new Brandon Kirk, Eric Orvis, we've seen a brand new level of sadistic out of the BROtein pack. Mike Seaway hit a man in the face with a 30-pound dumbbell. That could kill a man.
Listen, the BROtein pack are notorious for doing whatever they have to do to win. And like you said, the Combat Cup Finals, the main event of the Combat Cup is set. The Power Gunz taking on the BROtein pack. And that's fine. But that is a main event for another show. Tonight, we are there. We're at the main event time, Colin.
Really?
Sean Damage McNelis, he earned his opportunity to challenge the UWA Elite Champion, Hedges. Will he become the first ever 3-time UWA Elite Champion? We're gonna find out next.
Brandon Kirk, stick around. You're not gonna want to miss this.
It's been said that he who has the gold makes the rules. Well, on Saturday, July 9th, one UWA Elite All-Star may rule them all as UWA Elite presents Gold Rush, featuring the UWA Elite debut of former WWE superstar Adam Rose, plus the Gold Rush main event, where the UWA Elite Championship, iChampionship, and Tag Team Championships are all on the line. Discount tickets and family 4-packs are available right now on UWAElite.com.
And now it is time for our main event. All right, get ready! Now is the challenger. Now challenge.
It's a main event championship match with an added layer of history. Eric Orvis, you know what it's like to be UWA Elite Champion, but no one, and I mean no human being, living or dead, knows what it's like to be 3-time UWA Elite Champion. After tonight, that man, Sean Damage McNelis, could do something no human being has ever done before.
And tonight, Sean Damage McNelis, in his mind, this is his moment. He fell on some hard times and he dug himself out of that hole and stringed together some of the most impressive victories of his career. But you want to talk about an impressive streak, Colin? There's nobody that touches the streak of UWA Elite Champion, Hedges.
Second longest championship reign of all time has put away some of the best that we have to offer, and he has come home the champion. And there are fans all over North Brunswick High School in this beautiful gym/auditorium with the shirt that says it all. For over 300 days as champion, Hedges is gonna hurt you. Man, I said it before, Eric. You've been in some main events. Capital M main events. This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
It really does And what a better fit than to take place at UWA Elite Homecoming. Woo. The only problem, Colin, and I don't know if it's necessarily a problem, it's a great problem to have. Who walks away with that championship?
Here's the thing that I love about this match. Whoever wins this match, whoever walks away champion, will have earned it and will have done it the right way. Unlike other championship matches that we've seen in the past, these are two men that respect the game and respect the hustle and that championship too much to do it any other way. The first champion versus our current champion in one of the most underrated long-term rivalries that this company's ever seen. Damage and Hedges for the gold. Let's go.
And it's very odd to see because yes, they have had a storied rivalry. They have faced off before, but as odd as it sounds, this is the first time they're squaring off as members of the same team, kind of.
Like I can see that.
They are both huge fan favorites here in the UWA Elite. Top tier, top 3 faces of the UWA Elite. But think about what each of these men have gone through to get to this moment.
Already!
Spine on the pine there by Sean Damage McNelis.
My goodness. I talked to both of these men just hours before this event on the UWA Elite All Access podcast as Hedges with a little bit of trickery catches him. Wow! Big fall away slam. And now it's Hedges' turn to celebrate. Both these men take this as one of those make or break matches. Damage particularly said to me, and I'm quoting, this match, this one is make or break for Sean Damage McNelis.
I don't know though, Colin. I've seen Sean in this type of position before, where it was make or break for him. And I've seen him lose make or break situations, and I've seen him win make or break situations. And every single one of them has brought him to this moment. This would be a crowning achievement for him, going for that Sambo early on.
And this is the thing that we talked about. The dynamic of this matchup is very interesting because I would argue that it's a tale of two eras. UWA Elite.
Oh no!
Already going for it for the Diamondback driver. And now, Hedges looking for the burning side effects. Maybe Damage looking for the Sambo. Same setup for the same situation. Oh,
everything's scouted. They're going to the well so early, and everything is scouted.
Oh, and Damage ducks out of the way of that.
Just like they're going for their greatest hits.
Yeah. Oh! Talking about greatest hits, Eric Cronin. Massive, Larry, Cronin, the champion. In 2011, UWA Elite Rebirth through, I would say, about 2014. He wasn't always the champion, but Sean Damage McNelis was always the face of this place. And he owned Hedges. Historically owned him. Won almost every matchup these two had. Then something clicked in early 2015 between these two men. Hedges defeated Sean Damage McNelis in Ultimate Turmoil. Didn't win Ultimate Turmoil, but that moment changed the tide. Hedges overcame SDM for the first time in a long time and rode that momentum to become the champion. And ever since then, this has been Hedges' house, not Damage's.
Hey man, they say Hedges gonna hurt you. They say Hedges gonna hurt you for a reason. Actually, for many reasons. And that was one of them. Just stiff shot right to the face.
Now, it's not often at a wrestling event such as this with two top-tier championship caliber athletes that a guy is joined on commentary by someone who's qualified to talk about both men in the ring and what they do well. we've done the tale of the tape. We've talked about what Damage and Hedges both do well, but Eric Corvus, as a former UWA Elite champion, and who's been in the ring with both of them, what can Hedges do to exploit Damage's weakness, and vice versa? What can Damage do to exploit Hedges' weaknesses?
I think
There are few, very few.
it's not about the weaknesses, it's about the moments. Finding that perfect moment to strike. You saw earlier in this match, each man was trading what almost was their best ofs, their side effects, their sambos, their chugga-chuggas, their diamondback drivers, going early but not being able to pinpoint those strikes. But right now, it's finding that moment, finding that opening, and that is what this match is going to boil down to. Finding that precise second to strike. Look at these men's finishing maneuvers. You got Sean Damage McNelis' face plant. You got the Diamondback driver. Those can be hit out of nowhere, and we've seen it done before. When both of these men, we thought they were both down and out, they were able to pull it out at the last second.
Ooh! Belly to backside suplex. And maybe, to your point, Eric Corvus, what we've seen, be it the jaw jack, the step up enziguri, and that belly to back.
Not moves that we're necessarily familiar with seeing Sean do.
Exactly. Is that going to be the key to victory for one of these two men? Doing something unfamiliar.
100%. You know that these men have spent countless hours watching tape and video of one another, taking notes, preparing for this. But you can't prepare for what you haven't seen before. Sean Damage McNelis, we don't see side suplexes very often. We don't see enziguris very often, so there's no way for Hedges to have it scouted. And I'm sure that we're going to see Hedges pull out some things we're not familiar with seeing him do, and that is just smart wrestling.
You want to talk about smart wrestling? Right now, burning side effect into the cover. Two and no. Smart counter to a smart decision by SDM to put Hedges in a hold that weakened the center of the back, the core of the tree, so Hedges maybe can't get him up for that Diamondback driver. And now, finally Damage hits the chugga-chugga, and now we may see that patented worm elbow, and if he hits this, who would have thought this early on? This usually signals the beginning of the end.
There we go, up and down.
Wow, and the challenger is on fire right
One,
now.
two. You know what's on fire after that worm elbow? Hedges is stirred.
Ouch. Literal fire.
Hey, listen, they call him Damage for a reason.
Yes.
Because he inflicts.
Oh, is that right? I had a completely different perception of that.
That's true.
Now, this is what I'm wondering about, and forgive me to question two great champions. Both men seem to be a little bit concerned with playing to the crowd. Damage more so, and they're... Oh, and now Hedges counters with Splash, Bulldog, and that's something we're very familiar with. But both these men playing to the crowd, I know they feed off the crowd, but do you feel like it's happening a bit much here in the early going?
Colin, and this is going to be meant with no disrespect. Hold on. Oh, wait, I want to see how this plays out first. Knee lift. Roaring clothesline.
And Hedges still up. Polish hammer.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, boy.
This is meant with no disrespect. Colin, have you ever competed as a professional wrestler?
Look, I've been in the ring and I've been in Brawl for Alls. I don't think anybody would classify what I did as competing.
Have you ever competed for a championship? No. It is impossible to be in the middle of that ring in a main event scenario, wrestling for a championship, and not want to feed off of these people, not want to hear them, not want to feel their electricity. It is nearly impossible when you are in there and you are in the moment and these people are cheering for you and saying your name. There's no better feeling in the world. And it helps you give maybe that extra bit of oomph to what you're doing in there.
Interesting is that usually, even in a matchup where two people are beloved by the fans, they're like,
going for the true burning side effect. Sean able to get
Salvo!
out of it. Oh, did you see the height?
But Damage is spent. And what I find interesting here is that usually regardless of who's fan favorites and who's not, we get a 2-0. Usually the fans have made up their minds by now who's got a little bit more of their heart. They haven't here. This is right down the middle. This is 50-50.
I don't even think it's 50-50, Colin. I think it's 100-100. I think all of these...
Oh, discus
German!
Oh. Hedges
He holds on!
doing what he can to hold
1, 2!
And you gotta wonder if he was able to hold on and float right into it, but I can't blame the man. After as much punishment as he's absorbed, the fact that he was able to reclasp those hands was unbelievable.
After taking that Sambo suplex, there was no way he was going to be able to hold that bridge or hold that pin.
I can't believe Hedges is up to his feet under his own volition. These two men who know each other so well and have such great respect for each other and such great competitive fire have both absorbed so much damage, no pun intended, so quick.
Tornado!
What?
And he hits it!
This is SDM pulling out every new trick in the book.
1,
2, new trick. No!
And he drops the champion right on his head.
But 2.5 is all he could get, and we are still going. And Damage says this is the end.
We have seen Hedges come back from a literal vehicular attack. It's gonna take a little bit more than a tornado DDT. It might take a real tornado!
Oh! Modern face plant! Oh my god!
Razor's Hedge!
I haven't seen that from him in so long!
1, 2, and...
Oh boy!
After a move like that, we're gonna be calling him Sean Damaged McNelis. Corvus!
Man, oh man, fans, if you don't know or for some reason you like fast-forwarding through the first 2 hours of amazing YouTube videos full of amazing wrestling action, amazing. Welcome to the main event of UWA Elite Homecoming 2016. The challenger, Sean Damage McNelis, rolling up the champion Hedges 2-0. Damage trying to become the first 3-time UWA Elite champion. Hedges trying to extend his 300-plus day reign.
Oh no! Roll up 2! Oh, and he kicks it!
Wow.
That's schoolboy out of nowhere!
I know. That's something I don't usually see out of Hedges. Pretty clever. And that has been the story of the match. Both men breaking out. Things old and new we did not expect to see here.
Sidestep. Belly to belly!
My God.
Wow.
But Damage is the one, I thought he was crawling towards the cover somehow, but Hedges a bit better off. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Maybe if he'd hooked the outside leg, Eric Corvus, he might have had 3 there, but Damage able to get the outside shoulder up.
I don't think that Hedges was even thinking about it at that point.
And this is something...
Oh no, well hold on a second.
You're kidding me.
I haven't seen Hedges do this in years.
The champion
going to the top rope
a bit
for that.
slimmed down, but still packs a punch. Are we gonna see a moonsault?
Oh, he misses it! Damage able to get out of the way at the last second!
Huge calculated risk gone wrong from the champion. And does it reek of a little desperation, Eric Corvus, that Hedges went for that maneuver?
I just think that Hedges wanted to put Damage away. And a move like that sure as hell would have did it.
Oh, it would have been over. Absolutely over. But now, the challenger, the former 2-time UWA Elite champion, Sean Damage McNelis. Is this the last gasp for the green and black attack as Hedges fires back? And these men, my God, how do they have anything left? Oh! Ooh, that one actually stank on it, Corvus. Both men know the importance of getting back to the vertical base. Going up! Oh, Damage off the back again! Cronin face split!
And he hits it!
Face split! 3-time champ!
1,
Damage!
2,
and 3! What?! He did it! Damage did it!
UWA
second, but I'm a member of this family third. And I'm on the verge of tears right now. 3 months ago, we wondered if Damage had it anymore. Had it at all. And he's got it tonight. The 3-time UWA Elite Champion in a damn spectacular main event.
This is all that Damage has wanted, has worked towards for so long. Yes, we are happy for you, Sean, but I know what is going through your head right now. I know what kind of moment this is for you. Bask in it, enjoy it, because Sean Damage McNelis, you just made history. The first ever 3-time UWA Elite Champion. Sean Damage McNelis has been saying on social media that today the championship comes home. And he wasn't wrong.
Hedges, the respect that we have for you is astonishing. The second longest championship reign of all time. Over 300 calendar days. And you, my friend, will have another day in the sun one day. But Sean, welcome home. Eric, take it over.
For Colin West, I am Eric Corvus. Thank you so much for coming home with us. And as Sean Damage McNelis is in the back celebrating his new goal, July 9th, there will be a rush for it. Join us at Gold Rush.